which villain should have appeared in No Way Home, and on the left side it shows Andrew Garfield's Rhino and Green Goblin, and then on the right side it shows Tobey Maguire's Venom and Tom Holland's Mysterio. And in today's video, I'm gonna rank these characters 1 through 4 of which ones I think would have fit the most in No Way Home, and I'm gonna go ahead and say it, 2 of these characters are just blatantly, obviously outliers. And at 4 on the very bottom of this list, it's gotta be Rhino. He has zero, and I mean zero, correlation to the story whatsoever. To be a villain of Spider-Man, you have to have some sort of correlation to the character of Spider-Man or Peter, and this guy was just a random ass Russian guy in a mechanized armor that resembled even, I wouldn't even say in the slightest, a Rhino, but of course that's what they were going for, I assume. And at number 3, who's not far off from 4, has got to be Venom, especially this iteration of him. I mean, what the hell would he have added to the story? I mean, it would have been cool to see Tom and Andrew go against him with Tobey, but other than that, he really wouldn't have like propelled the story further along. He would have just been there for shits and giggles. I mean, they did kind of throw in a reference to him in the movie, but I mean, that's really all that was needed, honestly. Then at number 2 on this list, I got Mysterio, which is where I feel I'm gonna get the most hate, but just hear me out. I feel Mysterio served his purpose and succeeded in his goal of revealing Spider-Man's identity to the world. He succeeded. What is the point in like continuing his story? He did what he was like aiming to do. Of course, it would have been cool to see the suit back in action, and it would have tied into his character to, of course, fake his death, but his character wouldn't have been needed in that movie whatsoever. And at number 1 on this list, it leaves Green Goblin from TASM 2. And before you get all frustrated and go in the comments, let me explain at least. I feel like his contribution to the story would have been way greater than any other character that was on this list, considering, for example, Green Goblin literally had so much to do with Peter in TASM 2, and a thing that happened in No Way Home with the Lizard is that every scene that was included with him in it was either old footage or just completely CGI, so we didn't really get to see Peter, Andrew Garfield connect and resonate with Lizard as we got to see him do with Electro, or with Tobey going to see and reconnect with Doc Ock, Green Goblin, Sandman. Literally all of his notable rogues he got to reconnect with and reconcile with. Also, I feel like it would have been so great to see Andrew Garfield Spider-Man show that rage and all that shit that he was talking about during that scene where he got to meet Tom Holland Spider-Man. It would have been great because he talked about getting rageful and just not pulling his punches. And then to have him go against Green Goblin once again would have been peak. And you cannot tell me this motherfucker wouldn't have been a complete and utter menace during the final battle, bro. And now that I think about it, it would have paid off to this scene in a multitude of ways. Let me explain. In this scene, we got Ned telling Tom Holland's Peter that, hey, I promise to never turn into a supervillain and fight you. And then we get to see Andrew's and Tobey's reactions to it, considering both of them had to go through the exact same thing with their best friends. And bro, if we got to see this scene pay off, where we get to see Andrew fight his best friend again, and then we got to see sort of how Tobey did Tom, having to stop Andrew's Spider-Man from literally offing his Green Goblin, would have been amazing in every facet of the word, bro. But yeah, after making this video, it has me feeling even stronger about the way I made this ranking. But honestly, let me know down in the comments, how would you have made your list, and who do you think deserves to be in No Way Home as a villain, of course?